Hey y'all, on the real, I've been like overthinking everything these days, and I just wanted to come in today and just have no plan and just make a song. So this song ain't about shit, it's just what I'm thinking.
This is what a bad idea looks like. At the start of this year, in 2023, I wrote a journal entry in the book that I was writing in the intro, and it had a lot of targets for the year, and I've pretty much done all of them because actually they were kind of easy targets and very wishy-washy about how to achieve them. But the final one that's not actually been achieved is becoming a business owner again. The business that I've always had in mind is a tutoring business. Now, I've done tutoring for a really, really long time. However, I've been procrastinating on actually becoming an independent one. I've always been on platforms, and they've been jerking me around recently. And so today that comes to an end. So I've been procrastinating on this for 8.5 months, and I'm going to do it in one single day. Yeah, this is definitely what a bad idea feels like. I've written myself a to-do list on Notion. I'm already starting from the unfair advantage that I am a really experienced tutor. I already have clients that would want to jump on this platform as long as it's good. It is cheating kind of, but at least it's really not one of those videos where I'm just one of those rich finance gurus who's starting from the ground up in their imagination.
My fifth move is when things really start coming together. I'll use the money, the skills, the connections I've built during all of this startup time, and then I'll make a scalable business once I've identified a gap in the market.
His net worth literally just goes up in his imagination as he makes a new move in the video. It's so stupid.
The plan was with this shot to kind of hold the microphone in your hand, kind of like how all the cool kids on YouTube are doing it right now these days, and it looks really stupid. I think I've got an idea. So I woke up like really motivated to kind of do this challenge. I thought setting myself a 24-hour limit would be a really good way to sort of galvanize me. I went into this challenge sort of feeling like this.
Tutoring business.
And then slowly but surely...
Good luck. I'm already dressed.
And then finally... So web design kind of generally scares me. I've done a very lackluster job with it in the past. So it's not necessarily something that I kind of do well. So I've got to use the one and only.
This video is
Basics with Babish.
sponsored by
Brought to you by
Squarespace.
The Antoine Dupont of website builders.
I just need to sort of say, screw it, let's do it. It's a really simple website design that I have in mind. All I'm going to do is just create a page where people can make bookings with me. They can contact me, they know what I'm about. It's a scary thought actually going on to Squarespace and actually using their website. I've kind of done so in the past, just sort of taken a free trial and sort of played around with making my own website and seeing how easy it is. Generally, it kind of is, but it still doesn't stop me being scared about it and kind of procrastinating over it. So I'm kind of still procrastinating over this, so I feel like I need a bit of a pick-me-up. I forgot to record because I was working really hard, and it's the second day now. So what did I actually get done? Did I manage to make a business in 24 hours? No. This is what the website looks like right now. What we've got is we've got a pretty nice homepage, which, you know, if you're a proper web designer, you're looking at this going, oh yeah, this is clearly Squarespace. But for me, I feel quite proud of it. Showed it to a couple of people, got some nice feedback. They were just surprised. It felt like kind of the web design compliment version of when you like clap a baby for like using the potty for the first time. It was like, well done, you finally did it, you're going. We've got the homepage right now, and what we've also got is we've got a members area from the Squarespace feature, and I've managed to integrate Whereby into the website.
I should also point out that Whereby is just a virtual online meeting software that you can embed into websites, and I highly recommend it. I use it as a lesson space, and it's pretty cheap and it's pretty good.
People should be able to create accounts and log in and use that. I bought the domain. The domain is up here, metamaticstutor.co.uk. Fantastic. Why the name Metamatics? It sounded kind of nice. Kind of just sounds like I'm like the Zuck of maths. Did I do the advert? No. No, I didn't. So I wanted to do a little check-in right now because I've done a whole day's work. It was pretty good yesterday, and I've only got the advert to film, and I'll do that later, and I'll show you the process of that, and we'll finish up the business and we'll get it up and running. I wanted to sort of sit down and talk about how I'm feeling about this goal that I've had for 8.5 months. 3 letters. MVP. MVP means minimum viable product. A minimum viable product is how you assess the market without actually investing tons and tons of time and energy and resources into a project. It's kind of like if you're baking and you're using a pastry dough or a bread dough and you've got to sort of like combine it into a shaggy ball before you actually turn it out onto a work surface, and then you start kneading it properly there. The shaggy ball stage is minimum viable product. It's the stage where you're just scraping together a product.
To a generously floured worktop, where we are going to continue to try to coax it together into.
It's really risky strategy to invest loads of time, energy, and resources into building the perfect website to have it not be used, because actually the product you're offering, it might not be good, it might be good, but there's loads of other competition that you just didn't realize. Minimum viable products are essentially what you need to use in order to sort of get around procrastination. The number one takeaway that I've got from this is that I feel really inspired by the fact that I had a goal that I'd set for an entire year, the year of 2023, and it took me 2/3 of the year to actually realize that I could accomplish it in a day and a half. I haven't completed it yet, but I know that I'm gonna come back and just crush this advert, roll it out, and then get the business up and running. This didn't need to take this long. If you're familiar with the self-help YouTube space and you watch some of these YouTubers, you've probably heard of what I'm going to say next. Basically, the key takeaway from this is Parkinson's law, which stipulates that work expands to the time that we allocate it. I allocated an entire year to the goal of creating a tutoring business, and I really only needed around a day and a half, possibly even one day if I just didn't mess about yesterday. I watched an hour of Fleabag. This is the situation. I need to film an advert. I need to sort out issues with my website. And I've got around about 1.5 cups of coffee left. So the final task of this entire to-do list was to offer the lessons, and I've just come out of my first ever tutoring lesson on my new website using my new business, and it went very smoothly. I got a lot of compliments and I was able to tutor just the way that I normally do, except this time it was all made by yours truly. The actual construction of this business took 1.5 days to do. I obviously had to wait a little bit, hence why it's obviously not the same day. It genuinely only took me a day and a half, and I hope that this is kind of a good story to tell and inspires some people out there to do it. Long story short, it works, and I've created a massive advert for Squarespace.
But also around about a 50% profit increase from tutoring.
It's easier and within reach to make a business, to start websites, to start newsletters, and I just wish I'd done this 8.5 months ago. Thanks for watching.
I like the way this came out. That hook is fire. You know what I'm saying? That hook, that's the easiest hook I ever made in my fucking life, and that shit goes. I gotta do this shit more often.